The Super Pylon... The Super Pylon team. By the book. Inverse Flux and Damon. And on the other side... Type and Dano. Jihad Alex. And Sarpana. The Patreon Super Pylons. Did you know if you give me money on Patreon, you can become a Super Pylon and participate in Super Pylon Day and apparently the exclusive club that plays 3v3s? How crazy is that? No. Or even get Arngabri Coaching. Arngb Coach. And there are more than 3 Super Pylons, so there's plenty. There are dozens of us, and by that I mean I think like 1 dozen. Oh, so subscribe on Patreon and give me money today, and all of this and more could be yours. Let's go ahead and change the colors. This is happening. The forward pylons here are being pinged out. A Dark Shrine, a classic tactic, not a single expansion from the enemy, the villains, but from our heroes so far, seeming a little unawares of the situation. The deets are on the way, but is there detection? There is. But do they have enough? The teamwork. It looks like they're sharing control. A real team here from the villains. That is not a wall. The DTs are in the base. Oh, I take it all back. The Marines are on their way, but there's no detection. Damon being eviscerated by deets. The Cape Boys going to work. Engineering bay and armory simultaneous timing. Marines slaughtering drones for inverse flux. The deet just not really paying attention. Battlecruiser operational. More Marines are on the attack path. They're just waiting for their moment. That one DT, though, it is gone. It's gone. It's all over. It's gone. But another big attack by the villains. The Immortal coming up. This is very optimistic by the book. Doesn't quite make it. His teammates do not come to defend him. The battlecruiser, where did the battlecruiser? It's in the enemy base. The battlecruiser jumps to the other side. We're in a base trade scenario. The high ground will have to be maintained. A widow mine from downtown. Battlecruiser going for the pylon, powering the gates and the Dark Shrine. Not that that's important. Battlecruiser going to work. There are no expansions for the villains. They're still on one base. It's a one base all in. So that means the heroes, they can lose their bases, but not yet the game. The TPM begins to significantly rise. The fact he can build 8 turrets at a time is already impressive. By the book, has had a tough time of it. The Widowmine continuing to rack up kills. Oh, some inverse flux. Has roaches on the high ground. The wall is holding. The wall is holding. It's funneling units into the roaches. Building up enough time. A battlecruiser halfway done. The battlecruiser very important here. More probes being slaughtered. The hero cruiser, 28 kills and counting, has essentially deleted the economy of Jihad Alex. Another battlecruiser is going to be required to deal with this. The roaches are gone. I don't know where they're going. The battlecruiser jumps back home for reinforcements. The battlecruiser could make all the difference. A Raven has energy. Anti-armor missile could be a big help. Plenty of static defenses on both sides. The Widowmine helping out by the book with an entire crescent of cannons. The half moon of cannons, if you would. Battlecruiser going to work. Battlecruiser getting plenty of damage done, and now 2 battlecruisers holding the line. 41 kills on one, the other one learning the ropes by the battlecruiser next to it. They're trying to chase it down. The spine crawler holding for now. More units getting in the way. The cannons flanking. Not something that happens that often. Marines, Stalkers, a few Zerglings, and Broodlings going to work. The one base all-in continues. Type and Dano on the other side has made his best efforts. The Raven just chilling. The Raven's still just chilling. No repairs! The cruiser! One cruiser falls. But the heroes will hold. The supplies show a confusing story. The combined supply of the villains, a little over 100. Same with the heroes. The stream of Marines continues in the stream of this cast as well. One Roach doing its best, but some of the Marines are motivated. The battle cruiser holds. The hero cruiser was taken out with about 50 kills at the end. But we are forced into some semblance of stability. Battle cruisers to save the day. We're definitely watching the stream. LOL. Haha. XD. What? Somehow I'm offended by my own comments via other people. That's where we are now. This is optimistic. A force field. Force fields. The wall is holding. The battle cruiser is raining down lasers. The flying laser bathtubs doing their best. One player has expanded. The battle cruiser count continues to grow. Repairs keeping the wall intact. Still a very close game. The villains building up their army. The Marines still being put together, still passive. So the turret contain is happening, but battle cruisers have tactical jump, so this creates a confusing scenario where the battle cruisers are essentially unaffected unless they choose to be affected. The TPM he's at 22, so a solid 2 TPM. He can just jump right past those turrets. They're not doing very much overall, except forcing a tactical jump, I guess. Yamato Cannon is the choice. The minerals are beginning to mine out for the heroes. But the armies are building. Four battle cruisers. Tactical jump online. Yamato Cannon, not so much. +3 mech armor. Impressive. The TPM continues to skyrocket, nearing 3 turrets per minute. The heroes will maintain their one base position by the book, taking his cannons very, very seriously. Very seriously. Very seriously. Somebody's scanning. I have no idea who. How did this happen? A drone drop from Inverse Flux with a hidden base in a precarious location. The armies, will they try to get up the ramp? Mass Colossus. He's going for the tank. He may regret that decision. One Colossus. Oh.
What a save!
The battle cruiser's here. The Marines are immolated. There's no more tanks. The heroes break out of their own base. The Colossi continue to step forward. Everything burns. The combined forces of the heroes, more than enough for the mass marine. Even a handful of stalkers. Oh, one Colossus getting very ahead of himself. Very, very, very ahead. Okay. 8 kills, 6 kills, 10 kills, 12 kills. They'll tiptoe their way up and down the cliffs. The ground army of Inverse Flux covering the turrets. Game will continue. The battlecruisers will jump. Not very far. They will take a pot shot at the hatchery for just to make sure their weapons are working. Got to clear the chambers. The turrets will be clear. The heroes do not continue their momentum. They will consolidate their position. The double Templar Archives play for Jihad Alex, making sure that he has enough Templar Archives to maintain backups. Very important.
You are now in my service.
Hey there, Winter. Just wanted to thank you once again for doing what you do and being as amazing as you are, Sean Plov.
That sounds like a Hallmark card. Thank you. The build-up continues. The heroes are consolidating their attack. There's Type and Dano has done a pretty good job of building up, but is there a contest for the powerful forces of the heroes? Thank you, Mod Expone. Unupgraded Marines. Wait, are they? No, completely. Well, 1-1 Marines without stim or combat shield. Where are the forces of the heroes? They will not save Inverse Flux's base. Only by the book has expand. Wait, Damon is also expanding, and so is in. Meanwhile, small groups engaging. Oh, the battle cruisers. Colossi versus everything. The Colossi win. Century Colossus, the next level unit composition. Just burning through everything in front of them. Archons, though, from Jihad Alex. Could be dangerous. The battlecruisers jump. They will be essentially uncontested. Those are essentially all the units from Mr. Alex. But the Archons are still pretty dangerous. The battlecruisers take everything out. The Artosis pylon is eliminated. Yamato cannons unleashed on the Nexus, one by one. As soon as he finds the button for each individual battlecruiser, there it is. His controller finally moves its way around to the bottom right corner to click that button. The rest of the forces will come to contest. The battlecruisers don't give a shit. Nothing can kill them.
You are now in my service.
That is a lot of Colossi. The teamwork is real. The last gasp of the villains. Attacking Inverse Flux's bases. That's several Thors here. The Colossi are stumbling their way back. Ready to burn through. And burn they will. Even Archons. Well, Colossi are pretty fragile on their own. Battlecruisers will jump. I'm waiting for the replay of games played while I was watching this replay, which was played while I was doing other things, so we can complete the full meta. But the heroes are holding the line. Type Dana, though, he's got a whole lot of Thors, which are pretty good against battlecruisers and Colossi. What kind of upgrades? He's got 2-2. That's actually super scary. Technically, the Colossi can outrange them, but not by much. If the Thors would use their anti-air attack, there'd be a lot of danger here. But, oh, nice high ground. The other villains don't have much going for them. The heroes, none of them over 100. So, oh my god. Marines maybe not the best in this scenario. GG80 Jihad Alex is loose with morals and looser with words. I left Type and Dano versus the world. By the book has discovered immortals. The final battle is set to begin. Immortals, very good units. The heroes will prevail. Type in Nano. Come on. But also, yeah, you're not wrong. But also, come on. What a game. And with that introduction, I give you the Global Starcraft League.